the first of 6 European Le Mans Series races, as the grand music pumps out in the background, and now the music around the racetrack is the sound of all of these Gibson engines firing into life. It's a good getaway from Francesco Simonazzi in the black and green car. He will hang on to pole position. Ginetta very, very wide there for DKR Engineering, and will have to take to the escape road, in fact. You can't rejoin right in the middle of turn 2. You have to wait until you've crossed past the 2 bollards. Tenth place up for grabs, therefore. There's also not much of a gap between Cemboluk Bashi, who's had to do the hard work towards the back of the grid, and Ryan Cullen. That's for 8th and 9th.
Great battle here for the lead of the bronze section, if you like, of LMP2 Pro-Am. As Rodrigo Sales holds off Giorgio Roda. PJ Hyatt in close contention. DKR Engineering's Lawrence Hurt up to 2nd overall, but the team manager of DKR Engineering has been asked to come to race control immediately. I think that's unlikely to be for a congratulation about the move at the start of the race.
Now this is difficult, and there may be an opportunity for Jonas Reed to slice his way by Kuba Śmiechowski. There was nowhere really for the Polish driver to go there, and if Reed can stick with that outside line, this is what I was talking about, from 4 to 5. You can leave 4 on the outside line, that delivers you directly into the apex.
They're having a fine battle here in the bronze stakes in GT racing. We've had all sorts of duels, most famously perhaps, Sarah Bovey and Ben Keating in the FIA World Endurance Championship, but this has got potential with this pair duking it out. Meantime,
as now it's almost door-banging stuff between Francesco Simonazzi and Jonas Reed. Once more, Jonas Reed getting the better run on the Duquesne car. This is a similar overtake to Laurence Hoare a few laps ago, and great car placement there from Iron Lynx Protons.
First thing to say is he's been penalised for drive-through penalty for a jumped start. Now there might be something more to come here, because he did overtake cars whilst off track.
Just looking for a way past, back up the inside with that long right-hander. And has he got the performance on the brakes? Yes, he has. He goes down the inside, nicely done, really clinical on his pass. Oh, is that the JMW car's gone off?
66 car, and that car off and into the gravel in the hands of Scott Noble.
The TDS car looking for a way by as it heads down towards the first corner.
That's the first lapped car, by the way. This is Clement Novalak unlapping himself from the class leader and trying to do the same as the Duquesne team car gets shuffled back down the order. Busy coming through turns 1, 2, 3.
The E-Deck car working its way through the right-hander there at turn 9.
That's the 18.
18,
so
yeah.
That car is 3rd place overall, so it's a mix here of lapped, and that will have all happened in the pit stop shuffle, LMP2 Pro-Am cars, and the leading group of LMP2s overall to get into contention with the class lead. As a big battle, United Autosports and Algarve Pro Racing, and it's the Algarve Pro car 25 makes its way between the 2 United Orecas, all 3 of which are looking to try to get past Kolovos for what is now 7th place.
Really
Big hit! Big hit on the front of the number 12 car, and that was enough to unsettle the 34.
That's Kratz trying to get in the pit lane.
Yep, Simonauer did mightily well to gather that back up, and I think he's going to recover to the track.
Ideally, he'd be wanting to pit, I think. I have to say, the recovery was very brave because he chose to loop it through the gravel trap, but notice he didn't turn the wheel at all.
Will that be the end of his time? The number 60 and the number 63 here. This is the battle for second.
Yep.
Lorcan Hannafin troubling Matteo Cressoni for second place in this LMGT3 class. The AMG that was second for so long in the hands of Martin Berry is about to reclaim that position and does so neatly done by Lorcan Hannafin up the inside.
Now the team manager for the United car, number 23.
That's the McLaren. That's the McLaren.
Yeah, so the McLaren GT car is being summoned to the stewards.
Side by side, and the position goes the way of the 83 car, second place in LMP2 Pro-Am. So there's surely not room to thread the needle there.
And thankfully, thought again about it, but now using plenty of the pit road exit, and the 25 car down the inside of Lorenzo Fluxa on Gregoire Sauce.
And it's the number 12 car off and into the gravel. Now that's way in the gravel, and I think that, Johnny Palmer, might well need intervention.
So after a collision with the 34 where the P2 car ended up in the gravel, many laps later, the 12 cars found the gravel. Now, are we going to go full course yellow at any point? It's important to make an overtake as quickly as possible. This is Juncker up against Masson.
He's done it. He's through.
So back in front of the Frenchman goes the Spaniard at his home race, of course. Manuel Espirito Santo has also done stints in that car as well, but he'll have company with young Mathis Jobert, the star from Porsche One Make Racing, and from France on his tail in the number 18 E-Deck Sport car. They're greeted by the giant LED green number panels or light panels to say, back to racing, guys and girls. And it is a good getaway, a fairly even getaway from the top few. There's just a little look up the inside from Jobert just to say, I'm here, Pipo, and I'm wanting to get by as quickly as I can. So real quick thinking from a man who's still very early on in his racing career. And sadly, that car will not go into the hands of Fabian Schiller now.
Right, let's do it in reverse order this time. Iron Dame, Sarah Bovey leads Ben Tuck in the Castle Racing car. It is Porsche, and it's 6.5 seconds, and that gap is coming down a little again. In LMP3, CLX Motorsport from RLR Motors, M Sports from Ultimate, it is Aligier 1, 2, 3. Oh, trouble!
Now, the AO by TF car is stranded. It's the second place LMP2 Pro-Am car. You're spot on.
47.
47.
It's the 47. That is Pipo Derani just out the pits.
We're hearing about a drive-through penalty concerning the number 3.
Yep.
Almost some overlapping. Vaxivier leaving his braking very, very late to go around the outside of the number 10 of Pietro Fittipaldi.
That was the line from Jobert earlier. It's worked for the number 83 car.
How late does he leave this overtaking manoeuvre down into the braking area, and he's going to get the place on Charmy Lacey, and that's the last thing that Mathis Jobert needed.
It's on for Mathieu Vaxivier. Can Jobert soak it up?
Hugging the inside line at turn 5, but surely the drive off the corner is going to be better. Are they going to touch on the run down towards turn 5? This might be heartbreak for the 18 crew. They might not win the race overall, but they're still going to get the 25 points for the win in LMP2. But Vaxivier had a statement to make in his LMP2 Pro-Am car, but it will go to the 83 crew of AF Corsa, Francois Perrodo, Alessia Rivera and Mathieu Vaxivier, but still maximum points for the 18 E-Deck Sport crew of Jamie Chadwick, Mathis Jobert, the real star this weekend.
And it is CLX that take the win in LMP3, and it's going to be the Iron Dames. They're going to come back after disaster yesterday in the Michelin Le Mans Cup. A magnificent win for the Iron Dames. The 85 takes the win into the 57 Kessel Racing car and the 60 from Proton. CLX take LMP3 from RRM Sports and the Inter-Europol competition car. What a win, though, for the Iron Dames in LMGT3, and what a win for Mathieu Vaxivier and the AF Corsa squad in LMP2 Pro-Am and overall. There is the overall classification. The 83 car from AF Corsa, LMP2 Pro-Am and overall winner, 130 laps. The 18 E-Deck Sports car just 1.2 seconds back. taking the LMP2 class in second overall. VDS Panis Racing finished third and second in the LMP2. Vector Sport on the LMP2 podium, fourth overall. Algarve Pro Racing's 20 and the 29 TDS racing car complete the podium in LMP2 Pro-Am. CLX Motorsport, RLR M Sports and Inter-Europol competition finish in close contention on the podium in LMP3, and the first race in the LMS of the new era of LMP3, and it's a famous win again by the Iron Dames. The 85 Porsche from Kessel Racing's 57 Ferrari and the 60 Porsche. And from there on in, there's the stories that will make the other leading paragraphs in all sorts of press releases later on.
I hope you've enjoyed it too. Try and get to a race this year. You will not regret it. Bye-bye.